2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome, everybody. We have the great Shaquille O'Neal and our game tonight featuring the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Sacramento Kings here in their house, Golden One Center. Looking.
The Pelicans come into a Western Conference contest in this game. And with tip-off coming up.
Well, guys, Anthony.
Thanks, DA. As I recall, he said that was a tough adjustment, but he's been ahead of the curve ever since. And as you evaluate teams here early in the season, Chris, aside from the obvious teams, what are you looking for?
I mean, well, point differential is another thing. This can be just as much as
Group substitution here for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Barnes, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. Prez comes in for Ejuan Moore. So for New Orleans right now, Prez in at point guard. Tyreek Evans out there with Solomon Hill. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Holiday in at the two-guard spot. And Temple kicks to Caspi. In the corner, Collison with it. And the call will be against Prez. That's his that steal. New Orleans making some changes here. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Evans. And it's Pondexter in for Drew Holiday. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Darren Collison. Some last season stats for him. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Young's checked in. And Temple kicks to Barnes. Pass to Kufis. In the corner, it's Temple. Puts up a 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. For the Sacramento Kings, the last game a loss to the Raptors in Toronto.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Yeah, but they could have moved the ball better as well. The shot selection was poor offensive execution.
Barnes kicks to Collison. Here's Kufis. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Prez, no good.
He was a little overzealous there, trying to carve his way through the defense, and they were having none of it.
Barnes kicks to Kufis. Back to Barnes from the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Sacramento's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Now the pass to Temple. Kicks to Kufis. Shoots from the right block. Rebound by Ajinça. And here is Prez. An 11-point game for him in the win against Golden State. 3-pointer. No good on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Sacramento. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle.
Sacramento making some changes. Kufis checked in for Caspi. And it's Aflalo in for Garrett Temple.
Now look, this plagued the Kings last year and the season before. It was their inability to get stops on defense. They allowed the most points per game in 2016. At times, they showed no interest in defending the rim or getting a hand up.
We got Kufis. Collison is out there with Aflalo. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Cousins in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
and the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Follow the pass to Cousins. Collison gets a wide open look. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Kings.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Prez kicks to Moore. Feeds to Prez. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And with the Kings and their defensive struggles, Chris, a lot of it comes from their inability to defend the three-pointer.
Well, they better have a different approach this season in that area of defense, that's for sure. When the effort is there, the Kings can be tough on D. It's a matter of committing to a scheme and following through. They have the talent.
Matt Barnes is checked in for the Kings. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And it's Koufos missing.
Well, even though the defense made their presence felt, he needs to hit inside shots like that.
Prez with the bucket. It was a bit of a surprise to see Prez slip on draft day. Many thought he'd be top 5, but he fell to the back half of the top 10. Still, all that being said, the potential is there with him.
Well, there have been a lot of players drafted in that range who have gone on to do great things. I mean, Steph Curry and Paul George are just recent examples. Prez still in great company given where he was drafted.
And who would expect anything less? Tremendous poise at the line.
Basket counts. Prez has got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Follow kicks to Koufos. Screen by Cousins. The dish to Aflalo. The baseline jam. The shot off that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Oh, that's just a fantastic percentage. They obviously had the right offensive strategy. Kudos to the play call.
Here's Prez.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation.
And the first half is now.
All right, gentlemen, hustle up. That was a great first half. Hey.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Nice game, great performance by Prez. Big group substitution here for Sacramento. Koufos checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Barnes, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. So for New Orleans right now, Prez, he's in at point guard. Solomon Hill is out there with Quincy Pondexter. And it's Young, and it's Jones in at the 5. Home in the paint. Prez, no good. The Kings trail by 12. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Passes it to Hill. Young left side. Basket good. Young's got 8 points.
And Young is comfortable operating inside. When he gets that close to the hoop, the D has no chance.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half.
Now here's Terrence Jones out of Kentucky. A little undersized as a power forward, but boy, you love his skill set. Very smooth with the shot and up fakes underneath. He can go right around defenders with his quickness on the bounce.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen DeMarcus Cousins become one of the elite big men in the NBA, dominant in the post and even adding the three-pointer to his game. But at times, his temper has overshadowed his talent. Cousins says he's now turned a corner, saying, "My mind has grown. I understand the league better. I understand the politics of it. Now I'm becoming the professional I need to be. It took time. Guys, he understands he now has to lead by example.
He wants to win, David. We know that. Thank you. And with Terrence Jones, Chris, he knows how to use his speed and quickness on offense, but he does have trouble slowing up opposing bigs.
And some say that's what's limiting Jones right now in his career. He's shown he can be a versatile scorer as a starter or even off the bench for a team. But some say his inability to defend is keeping him from huge minutes.
Now here's Collison. It's stolen by Prez. A finish, and a look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
And as we end the third quarter, and now let's take a listen in to a recent huddle.
Okay, we got them shooting some jumpers. You got to stay aggressive. Attack, attack, attack.
Aggressive defense keeping shooters out. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd